Hello guys, once again welcome back to my YouTube channel, and a big thank yous to all those who have decided to subscribe and become part of the Larry Uncovers family. Your support means so much to me. So guys, in today's video I want us to talk, or rather discuss, about the Chinese impact in Jamaica. We've had a lot of cases whereby the Jamaicans are complaining about their Chinese employers mistreating them, and we've also heard of there is a video I made whereby the Chinese were allegedly leaving Jamaica due to their various reasons. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you go and check it out. So guys, let's have a look at this video, and then we'll continue with our discussion.
Not even in the Caribbean. In fact, when I was in Jamaica, I keynoted the Garvey celebration last summer, Ocho Rios. The Chinese pretty much own Jamaica. I mean, the Jamaican government is giving them concessions, land concessions. They're building hotels, beach resorts. They're building 2 schools for the Japanese, for the Jamaicans. And what the Jamaicans have to give them in turn is the right to certain lands, the right to certain waterways. And if it doesn't stop, Jamaica, ironically, the land of Marcus Garvey and Bob Marley, will be the first Chinese colony in the Caribbean.
Wow.
It's getting bad. And you know why it's happening? Because the black bourgeoisie leadership in both Africa and the Caribbean, they don't have to live with the consequences of the economic decisions they make. So if I'm the president of Jamaica, okay, and China says, listen, we're going to give you $1 million in retirement. We're going to build you a retirement home, but we want this, this, and this. And you can loan as much money as you want. You can borrow as much money from the Bank of China as you want. I'm going to be set by the time I leave office. But what about my nation? Jamaica will be struggling for the next 50 and 75 years because of bad economic decisions from selfish leaders today. And that's the problem in Africa, and it's the problem in the Caribbean islands.
No, that's true. I remember, I love going to Anguilla, and a couple of years ago, just one of the guys on the island was like, the Chinese taking over everything here.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And we were just talking about when I was in the Bahamas.
It bothers me when I look at the history of how we fought for liberation followed by independence in the Caribbean, only to hand that independence back over to another race of people. So we fought for freedom from the white man, and now we're handing over that freedom to the yellow man. When I was in Jamaica, 2015, I keynoted National Heroes Week, IRI FM and Ocho Rios and Marcus Garvey's back, me and Muta Baruka, actually. And while I was in Jamaica, I heard all these rumblings about the Chinese. And I've been to Jamaica before, and I've seen the Chinese. But in studying what they have done since my last visit, I was astounded and appalled to find out that they had made so much inroads into controlling and influencing the infrastructure of the Jamaican people. The Chinese built a road from Kingston, one side of the island, to the other side of the island. And in exchange for the roads that they built, the Jamaican government, unless this has changed since then, gave the Chinese total control over the toll money that will be made by people using the Northwest or East-West Highway. Why would you give a foreign power complete monetary control of the tolls on this road that half of Jamaica gonna be using? You're talking millions of dollars of revenue you're giving to the yellow man just because he built the road. In addition to that, the Chinese are building it's probably done by now. They were building at that time 2 schools, and they were bringing Chinese educators over to help the Jamaican people educate black children. They built the children's hospital, which is supposed to be largely staffed with Chinese. They also gave the Chinese total control of all tourism on both sides of that highway that goes from one side of the island to the other. I was also told that they gave the Chinese the right to drill in natural rainforests in the Jamaican on the Jamaican territory for Chinese exploitation. They'd given them tax abatements, and they also purchased, if I'm not mistaken, the main port of Jamaica.
All right, they own the port.
is owned by the Chinese. Exactly. If another race owns your port, that means they control what's coming in. They control what's going out. What about the drugs? What about the guns? What about the COVID? You don't know what them people bringing in. And you mean to tell me that the Chinese care so much about Jamaican people that they're not going to educate our kids and take care of their health? Chinese don't care about black folks. Go to China. Go to China and see how they treat black people in China. So to me, what I think this is the government of Jamaica, like so many African governments, so many other Caribbean governments have done. They've gotten in bed financially with the Chinese. The Chinese have studied the way the white man has practiced neo-colonialism throughout Africa. And the Chinese has learned that these black leaders don't really care about their people. They're all about their pockets. So I'm going to do what the white man did, but I'm going to do it one time better.
So guys, in this video, I hope you've seen it, whereby this American activist is talking about the amount of privileges the government has given to the foreigners. And by the foreigners, we are talking about the Chinese. I want you to tell me, guys, what you think about the video, or rather what the American activist said about the Chinese in Jamaica, and also if the Jamaican government is doing the right thing or not. So I want us to listen to this other video whereby they say that the Jamaicans don't actually own anything, and most of the big assets in Jamaica are owned by the Chinese. So guys, let's also have a look at this video.
Look at Jamaica. If you think about where Jamaica is situated in the world, so I'm saying people need to know about their geographics, because where it is in the world, there's no question as to why the Chinese want to take the whole country over. You understand? Everywhere we have, because I don't believe
the Chinese want to take over Jamaica though.
So what? All right, answer me this question then. What does Jamaica currently own? And if they don't own it, who does? Because they don't own sugar, they don't own their rum.
You're looking at it from an economical part. I'm looking at it from
married together.
No, but I'm saying I'm looking at it from. That's actually really true what you said. You know.
You have to think about it.
Yeah, that's really true what you said. I don't have a reply for that one. That's actually deep. What about bigger juice? What about bigger?
Jamaica owns zero.
No, I'm saying about bigger.
Bigger was never it was never Jamaican. Did you not know that?
Bigger is Jamaican. It says originated in Jamaica.
How bad it is. They sold where was I?
They sold it, but it was originated from it, but they sold it out.
They sold juicy beef way back in, I'd say.
What about the patty shop that they got out there?
Juicy beef. They sold it. They have one in Covent Garden that else called.
No, they don't.
Who are you telling? They have one in Covent Garden. Yeah, ask Google.
Once again, welcome back. So guys, despite all that, the Prime Minister stepped up and had to say something about all these rumors that's going on throughout the internet that China is slowly taking over Jamaica. The rumors has it that China is going to colonize Jamaica. So guys, let's listen to what the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mr. Andrew Holness, had to say about these rumors.
Jamaica's debt to China is approximately 4.5% of our total debt. Yes, what we owe to China is minuscule relative to what we owe to the rest of the world and international agencies. So unlike those who would want to create a false impression about Jamaica and our international development relationship with China, it is false. Jamaica has taken a strategic approach to develop its infrastructure, and we partner with those who want to help us, and we are willing to partner with all countries in the world that come genuinely to assist our development. And we are ensuring that when we partner with these countries, Jamaica gets the benefit. There is no Jamaican who can say that this road is not beneficial to them.
Now, I hope you've watched the video up to the end. And I know it's not only just Jamaica that's being invaded by these Chinese investors, but also here in Africa, here in Kenya, we have a lot of Chinese investors in our country. And the story, it's just still the same story that we've heard the Jamaicans complain about. Bad treatment from the Chinese. Recently, there was a Chinese who insulted Kenyans. He was given a privilege to work and sell his stuffs here in Kenya. And to be precise, he was selling motorbikes. And now he decided to talk bad and say that Kenyans are poor. He said that Kenyans, they are stinking. They smell really bad. And now that didn't end well for this Chinese man in Kenya. He was actually deported, and the Chinese embassies came out and said that just that one China man only disrespecting the Kenyans doesn't mean all the Chinese are the same. So guys, you tell me what you think about that.
Ethiopia is one of the largest recipients of Chinese aid in the world. Ethiopia also has a female president now. Shout out to the queen. But guess what? Ethiopia better do something fast, because they are becoming over dependent on Chinese support. And why is the Chinese taking over Africa? Because they studied what the white man did and they said we're going to do it better than the white man. They are coming into Africa for 4 reasons. Reason number 1, the Chinaman is coming into Africa. China is overpopulated. I was just there a year ago in January of 18. There's too many of them. They got over 2 billion people in one country. America is only, what, 500 million? They got 2 billion. China is looking for unexploited lands where they can send their excess poor people. Africa is perfect. That's number 1. We got to reduce the population of China, so we're going to send all of our unwanteds to Africa. Same thing Britain did when they founded the 13 colonies. Second reason China taking over Africa, look at all the poor Africans. Can you imagine a better place to go and open up your factories and businesses where you can pay people even less than what you pay them in China? There's no minimum wage in many African countries for foreign businesses. You can exploit African labor better than you can exploit Taiwanese and Vietnamese labor. So the second reason they're in Africa, because guess what? I keep more of the profit. Third reason they in Africa is to take over the resources, just like the white man. That's why they're giving out all these loans. These are not grants. Let me be clear. The money that China is giving Africa are not grants. They are loans. You might say, why is China giving Kenya more money than they know Kenya can pay back? You follow me? Why are they giving a poor country like Ethiopia more money? Because they don't want you to pay it back. Right. Because when you look at the contract, guess what it says? If you default on this loan,
we keep
all your tea fields are mine. All your copper mines are mine. All your oil reserves are mine. And guess what? You already have an African nation that has defaulted on the loan. I think it was Kenya, but don't quote me. As a result of the default, China now owns all of a particular resource in that country. And the fourth reason that they are in Africa is to make the Africans dependent on them culturally, intellectually, educationally, and otherwise, because China plans to colonize Africa the same way the white man did. And I'm hurting by saying this, y'all. You know why I'm hurting? Because Patrice Lumumba died for Africa to be free. Thomas Sankara died for Africa to be free. Steve Biko died for Africa to be free. Chris Hani died for Africa to be free. Amilcar Cabral died for Africa to be free. And after all the blood that has been spilled, Dedan Kimathi died for Africa to be free. And after all the blood has been spilled, you mean to tell me 60 years after we kicked the white man out, you want to roll out the red carpet to the Chinese?
That also. And before we wind up, I want to share with you a video of the Chinese Jamaicans and the Jamaican Chinese. So you guys watch this video and then I'll be back with more comments as we wind up our video.
What a lucky thing say with the America look green card. Mommy, what would have happened if they send me back to China? We're not dead.
That's all my father did when they wake up themselves. Yeah. Joe sing good morning.
How yeah?
And they say Shak Chow is breakfast.
Breakfast.
Me not know no more Chinese English, period. Anybody want to say me know it? Yes, me know it, but me not talking it. I know what I know. When she got China, she know not much either.
Talk to him again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Drink tea. Okay, bye. Mommy, what you doing? What you do?
Some fish, you know. I cook fish in Chinese style.
No, so why you have newspaper on the ground?
No, I have to put that when the fish fry, the oil fly out of the pot and go on the tail. So I fry the fish out. Because when the window open, the breeze blow the thing.
Yo, I can't bother with that one every day. Hey, watch out. Watch out. What is now? What is?
The Chinese black bean, Chinese bean curd, Chinese pickled ham choy, and that's scallion, ginger, and garlic, and scotch bonnet pepper.
Who the hell put newspaper on the ground for cook?
Shiny man, talk again.
Big up.
I got the blood.
I am born.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm man.
You born in Jamaica? So you have the accents lock belong to yourself.
But they're on the right people.
Okay, so you like, don't you?
I'm a place there.
I am born.
Welcome back again. So I believe you've watched those amazing and lovely videos of the Chinese Jamaicans, and I think, or rather, Jay, you tell me what you think. If one person wrongs a country or other citizen of another country, does it mean that all these other peoples are bad? Because as we've seen, these Chinese Jamaicans, they have totally embraced the Jamaican culture. They love Jamaica. But in the other hand, we've seen videos of other Chinese employers mistreating Jamaicans, talking bad to them, and even firing them. So guys, tell me what you think. Involve me in the comment section. As you know, I'm always active and response to my fans, to my followers, and to my viewers. So guys, my condolences again to the people affected by the floods. I heard by now it's over 90 people who have been unalived in Spain by these floods that happened in Valencia. So and also condolences to my brothers and sisters, fathers, mothers in Haiti, who are being affected by the ongoing war. I pray that you regain stability as a country real soon. And remember to pray, and just remember, put God first in everything that you do. So guys, I'm your host Larry. Remember, if you're watching my videos for the first time, don't leave without giving me a like, a subscribe, and comment and share on my videos. Your support means so much to me. So guys, and until we meet again, remember to keep safe and peace out.